Hello, welcome back. So now we're ready to pull the stab off of the building board. Just check and make sure that your glue joints are all good, and put a little more glue in if necessary. So when you pull this off of the board, it should look like, well, it should look something like this. So, and then what I do to get these edges perfect, I go ahead and cut the plan around the edge. And then I mark the wood based on the plan, and then sand it down. I need a little more sanding. That one looks good. These little bar sanders are really good. Two places make them. Great Plains and Dubrow. I think Dubrow's is a little bit cheaper than Great Plains. Plus they give you some sample sandpaper as well. I fix this up. That's good. Okay. And then what you're going to want to do, take a little bit finer sandpaper. And you're going to want to go across. Make sure everything's nice and flush. Make sure you got no high spots. So you kind of want to just pull it towards you. And down some of that glue, excess glue that gets right there. And we'll do the backside. I'll pull out a bit excess glue. I was noticing that I may not have been quite clear about this centerpiece. Don't let me clarify that. It goes balsa, light plywood, balsa. That's how you make it. So, you're S5, then S6, S6, S5. All right? So I hope that clarifies that. All right. It's all looking good. Now we'll go ahead and make the skins. Set that aside. The skins are made from 3/32 by 3 inch, 36 inches. Okay, so you're going to need 4 of these, 1 for top, 2 for top, 2 for bottom. So these lined up. I always tend to use thin CA on this because I think it works best, but a lot of times they tell you to use just plain white glue. All right, so I'll hold these fairly close together. Let it be. Okay. There's one. That should be the skins. Then you're going to want to take your stab and cover all the way up to the edge. See, you're going to put this point right here all the way to the edge of the wood over here. And this back even. And we'll put some weights on it. Now, these are nice little handy weights. They're basically machinist blocks. They're called 3-2-1 blocks because they're 3 inches one direction, 2 inches the other, and 1 inch the other. So they're called 3-1-2 blocks. So they have solid blocks, and then they have these ones with holes in them. They work really good for stuff like this. Then I want to make sure everything's going to be covered. So it's done like that, and then we will take some mini MCA. All right. Now let's flip this back over. Hang on. All right. Now, so our block's back on here. Perfect. And I'll go ahead and fill in put some CA in here to fill in. All right, so that's looking good. So now I'm going to need, assuming a 1/2 by 30 stick. That's going to be our hinge blocks. And if you don't have one of these are real nice. I got these from National Balsa. Quite nice for just measuring sticks real quick. So you're going to need to cut these 1 inch long. Okay, so after you get all those cut into 1 inch blocks, then we'll go ahead and glue them into the spots that they're supposed to be. So yeah, you'll be cutting 8 of those. Okay, so after you get all those cut into 1 inch blocks, then we'll go ahead and glue them into the spots that they're supposed to be. And again, almost. Okay. And So yeah, you'll be cutting 8 of those. All right. So now that you get the stab down to one of the scans, I want to go ahead and trim it up. And you can go ahead and sand it to the just flush with the leading edge. And fill in the spots that might need some more glue. I had to. So, and then now we can take the other stab scan. So now this one's going to go right over the top of this. And what we want to do, put some CA, use medium or thick. All right. Now I'm going to put some whites on it. All right. So once you get that glued down to the other stab scan, go ahead and then once it's set, then trim the skin to the stab. And you should have something that looks like this. So we will come back later and shape the leading edge with a final sand on it. So we'll go through that later. So that pretty much completes the stab. So we'll set that aside, and the next thing, and we'll get set up for the next thing. We probably won't get started yet, but I'll do that in another video. So now what you're going to want to do is grab the rudder section, the rudder and fin section from the plan. All right, so we get the rudder and fin section down here, and we got some white paper over it. So Nick shall pull the parts for it, but so I'll get the parts pulled, and we'll catch back up on this in the next video. So, thanks for watching.